This is the final gluing of braces for the back. This is the 22nd back. This is after I radiused all 66 of the back braces so that they fit my form properly. You get a good seating of the glue and it starts to stick fairly quickly. And put my kite sticks on to hold it down to the form. It's the process I had to go through for all 22 guitar backs. This is a Indian rosewood back. This is some of the wood that I imported from India several years ago, actually, about 15, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Okay. I'm not that good. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got little guidelines drawn on the wood. I will get some of the glue off, and you might notice that this doesn't go over quite all the way. It's something I call floating back braces. Just to make sure they're sort of real close to the same spacing so they're not too cockeyed. Even though people probably wouldn't be looking inside to measure the spacing between the braces, I still like to have them relatively close. These rods are 3 feet long, and you can't see it in the video, but there's a shelf above. Oops. Oh. I like to sort of have more going the same direction. A lot of the excess glue will be actually sanded off because I'm going to profile each of these, taper and profile all these braces. Okay, and the final one coming up. I had a lot of procrastination in making a jig to put the radius on these braces. It's just one of those time-consuming things that something that had to be done, but I just never did get around to it for such a long time. The first few that I put together in this series. I actually sanded these, the radius. I don't know if you can see the slight curvature on those, on that brace, but I actually sanded the first several by hand, radiused them by hand. Oh, come on there. And when you radius them by hand, or I don't know if there's any easy way to do it, but I couldn't find an easy way to do it. It was all time consuming. It was taking me approximately 2 hours, just a very gentle sanding on this form with a piece of sandpaper laid on the form, and going back and forth about 4,000 times or so. It was anyway, I made the jig about a month ago, and after procrastinating for 5 months doing it, and saved me a considerable amount of time, let's just put it that way. If I hadn't made the jig, which took me all of a half a day to put one of those together, maybe 4 hours, if I hadn't made the jig, I would still be sanding on braces and I wouldn't be gluing. So thanks to that, and I have to thank my nephew David McCord in New Jersey, actually, too, that got me started on it. He made a jig for me to sand my radius in my bridges, and using the same equipment, I was able to make a jig to sand the convex radius in these braces. So I want to thank David for all that. And there you have it, one all glued up. I'll put the timer on for about an hour.